of Philly, where the birds take flight. Eagle swag on the rise each and every night. Tone and Marcus got the scoop ready to ignite. From the lanes of South Street to the Broad Street lights. Dashing like a running back, hitting every play. Blind guys in the zone, never led astray. Talking touchdowns, talking game day. Huddle around the mic, hear what they gotta say. I like an eagle soaring in the sky. Tone and Marcus always standing by. Bringing the heat, call it do or die. Philly squad, hear the battle cry. Fly like an eagle soaring in the sky. Tone and Marcus always standing by. Bringing the heat, call it do or die. Philly squad, hear the battle cry.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? How you feeling, Tone? What's good out there in Philadelphia? Going down there in Texas? What's good?
I feel good, man. I feel good, man. I'm blessed. Good week for your boy, man. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to both channels. Subscribe to Pro Fan Talk. Coach Marcus does a phenomenal job. Make sure you guys hit that hype button as well on the live stream. And also make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to Chalk It Up Sports. Hit that hype button. You guys have been phenomenal. I got to let you guys know, man, you guys have got me over that threshold. We've just passed 10,000 subscribers this week.
Oh, that's what's up.
We passed 10K over the weekend, y'all.
That's what's up.
So I really do appreciate y'all. And many may argue, Tone, man, I thought you would have been past 10K by now. Listen, man, you can't put a timeline on the grind.
Nah, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly. So I really do appreciate you guys for locking in the way you guys do. You guys make it easy. You guys make it really, really easy. So make sure you continue to smash that like button, continue to hit the hype button on the streams, subscribe to the channel. Again, this is the Bald Eagles podcast. And you guys are getting this thing weekly. And when the season starts, you're getting it twice a week. Every Sunday before game day and every Tuesday to recap the entire weekend of football. But right now, it's still the off season. In some people's eyes, it's the new league year, and let's have some fun, man. Let's have some fun.
Listen, Tone, I'm glad you had that good news, man, because I was kind of in my feelings this week, man.
What happened?
I was kind of in my feelings, man. I'm just sitting back, looking at the lay of the land, and just kind of, we in a good spot, and Howie's doing his Howie thing, and we should not be worried, man. And it's just like people still complaining about shit. And I'm like, why y'all complaining? What's the problem? You want AJ to be gone, he's probably gonna be gone.
Mm-hmm.
He told everybody at his football camp he loved them, and folks got a problem with that. Now they're talking about the talk has started again about, well, what exactly are we gonna get for him? And I don't know, man. You know how I am. I'm old school. I'm just like, just let it play out. It's going to play out one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's not going to like the end result.
Right.
But it's going to be the end result regardless. Whether we like it or not, the sun's going to come up the next day. The season's going to start. And we're going to forget about it. Unless we have to play them. So that's the only thing we need to worry about, man. And I know, and I'm saying that, acknowledging the fact that I know this is what the news cycle, this is how it eats now.
Mm.
And I'm okay with that. But I still got to write the bitch about it if I want to. Because they keep talking about it. So I don't know. You know how I am, man. I'm hands off. I'm like, whatever you think it's going to be, whatever you think Micaiah Lemon's going to look like, whatever you think Markel Bell is going to look like, is irrelevant. Because in a couple of months, they're going to strap on the pads and they're going to go through a couple weeks of camp. And then that first preseason game is going to roll down here and we're going to see what's what. And that is going to answer all of the questions, all the stuff about Cooper, all the stuff about Sean Mannion, more questions about Sirianni. Is Jalen going to get over the hump? I'm still not sure what get over the hump means for a quarterback that's been to the Super Bowl twice and won one and won an MVP against the best quarterback, arguably, in the league.
Right.
You know, I'm not sure what he's trying to prove, but, you know, people still got their narratives and still are looking for a specific thing. They're looking for certain optics, trying to check certain boxes. So slowly but surely, and you know it's going to get worse the closer it gets to camp, because then all of the lists are going to come out. All of the top 5s and top 10s are going to come out. Mm-hmm. That argument's going to start over again. Like, why isn't Jalen here? How's this person up there and that person not up? It's like, man, it don't matter, man. Let's just play the game, bro.
It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant.
It means it really means nothing at the end of the day. It's all a popularity contest. We all know that. It's popularity contests masked in what they call analytics.
Yes.
Right. And everyone's trying to validate their list. Everybody's trying to draw traction to their publications or to their channels or to their Twitter handles or TikTok feeds, whatever it is. Everyone's trying to draw traffic and get clicks at the end of the day. Look, even we're trying to get our own version of clicks, but the reality is we're not going to really know what we're dealing with until we get a few weeks into the season.
Until you know me, man, we got to get to week 4, bro.
Yeah. Like week 4, week 5, you got a large enough sample size to be able to say they're going in the right direction or the wrong direction.
Yeah. And people forget, man, when the year we won the Super Bowl, going into week 5, it was a little suspect.
Yeah, that was the bye week, right?
Well, don't forget, that was the come to Jesus meeting when the offensive line went to Sirianni and was like, yo, why are we not running the ball, bro?
Yeah.
I know Kellen Moore is your boy, but we need to be doing what we got to do. And that's when everything changed. So waiting for that. Just waiting for that, man. I don't know. I'm just kind of burnt out on all of the prognostications. And we still live in a place where everybody thinks they know everything because they heard it, saw it, or just because they think it. And it's like, you know, whatevs. Let's get it on and get it popping and strap them pads on and see what we got.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready to turn the page on what was and focusing on what is and what things could be. And, you know, as the draft passes us and draft picks, UDFAs, they're getting more settled in into the facility, getting a little more settled into routine, understanding where things are, how to get around the city, things like that. You know, we're gonna see a new phase of this Philadelphia Eagles team this year. A new identity, so to speak.
Yes.
I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to always be a balanced football team in terms of setting up the pass with the run. I think that's something they really want to. I think that's something that they're always going to be. That's just in their DNA. But I anticipate a more dynamic year, passing wise. You know, we all know the AJ Brown situation, and we're all pretty sure, 99% sure, he's going to be out the door. But I think with him gone, it's going to create a new flow of how the ball moves.
Absolutely.
And that's not, I don't say that to indict AJ Brown, but there is something to when you have a guy that when he doesn't touch the ball, it strongly affects his mentals in the game. It strongly affects his orbit. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying AJ walking around trying to make people feel how he feel, but he's a guy that when he doesn't touch the ball, you sense it, you feel it, and then you see coaches, you see quarterback reacting to that by trying to get the ball in his hands. And rightfully so, he's your best receiver. He's a talented receiver. You want to get the ball in his hands, right? But there's going to be games where, hey, it's not your day, or hey, things are flowing this way, and sometimes the ball is not going to come your way. But when you're as talented as he is, he feel like he's game plan proof. It don't matter what the defense is doing, you can get him the ball.
And let me be honest with you, I agree with that.
Yeah, and I get that. I get it. And unfortunately, they weren't creative enough to get him the ball more.
Right.
Now AJ's been productive as a Philadelphia Eagle. Let's not dismiss that. He's been extremely productive. He's been the most productive Philadelphia Eagle.
One of the best ever.
At the receiver position. You can make an argument he's the greatest Eagles receiver of all time. And I'm ready to see Smitty transition into that role because I think Smitty is somebody who, for lack of better terms, is easier on the personality.
Yeah.
And he's a wide receiver. Don't get it twisted. All wide receivers have some level of ego, but it materializes differently. And Devonta is the silent type. He's gonna come in, go to work, do his job, run his routes clean. Every route is the same, or his approach is the same to everything. I'm ready to see the next phase with Smitty leading his wide receiver room, and I'm quite frankly ready to turn my page on the AJ Brown narrative. He spoke out recently. It wasn't the way that I expected it to, but he was at his camp.
Yeah.
And he basically said, don't believe all the things you hear, all that kind of stuff. And then had his son lead an Eagles chant, all that kind of stuff. Listen, that's cool for the cameras.
Right.
That's cool for the cameras. That's cool for the camp. That's cool for the kids.
But ultimately,
that's just they're there because they just simply happy to see you, bro.
Right.
That's cool. But we all know what it really is.
Exactly. We know how the business works. But here's a hypothetical for you. And I thought about this last couple of days. Let's just say, hypothetically, AJ Brown never said anything. Let's say the results were still the same. He dropped balls in the playoffs, and he dropped some crucial. He dropped some crucial balls coming down the stretch. That's a fair criticism. But let's just say he never said a word about anything. Is Patullo still gone?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I believe that too, but I guess my question more so is the public outrage as high as it is if AJ had never said a word? Would the focus be solely on Kevin Patullo? Because in my opinion, as bad as, and I can't even say bad.
It was this.
He had an off end of the last 4 games. He was off. AJ Brown was. He dropped some passes he doesn't usually drops. Things like that. We all know what it was. We're not making it up. Film don't lie.
Right.
But because it seems like everybody was mad at AJ, it took some of the smoke away from Patullo.
I think the AJ thing frustrated people because I want to answer your question, right? Do I think it would be as loud if AJ never said anything? Would it be more Kevin Patullo focused? I think it was going to be Kevin Patullo focused, whether he said something or not. And I also think because AJ Brown jumped out on the ledge, now you can't slip.
Yes.
And there's something to that, right? When you put yourself out there to be criticized, don't give them a reason to criticize you.
Don't give them a reason.
And that's what he did. You can watch that Chargers game where Jalen Hurts gave him money balls. He didn't bring it in. You can watch that San Fran game. AJ gave him money. Jalen gave him money balls. He didn't bring it in. I mean, like, you can't be saying the things you're saying, and then when the money balls come to you, the big money balls,
right?
When they call you 1K always open, and the ball touches both your hands and you drop them,
no excuse.
That makes people look at you funny, and people already look at him funny because they feel like he's not being a good soldier. Right. There's some Eagle fans that look at it. There's some fans that look at it from the perspective of shut up and dribble, right? And there's some fans who say, no, he got a point. He's right. But still, you've been successful here. And then there's another group of fans that say, yeah, AJ's right all the time, every time. Get Jalen out of here. Get him a real quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many different subsects of this AJ Brown cult or this Eagles cult, right? There's so many,
a lot of gray area.
There's so many different paths.
Thank you for the super chat, Theo.
Yeah, shout out to Theo. We appreciate you. There's so many different paths people have taken to address this situation. And all I can say is, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. And you're right. There's so many things that went wrong last year that goes beyond AJ Brown. There's so many things that went wrong last year that goes beyond Jalen Hurts. There's things that went wrong that goes beyond Kevin Patullo. There's things that went wrong that go beyond the offensive line.
Yeah.
The reality is they're all tied at the hip when it comes to the result. But here's the core reality.
Mm.
AJ Brown has the ability to take control of his own destiny if he likes. And that's it. And that's his right. And he clearly believes that he's worn out his welcome here in Philadelphia. And I don't care what he's saying to the people at his training camp or whatever it may be. He's not happy in this city. And I think deep down, he doesn't feel appreciated by this city. That's what I think deep down. I don't care what he's saying on microphones. I feel like deep down when he go home and lay his head on that pillow, he don't feel appreciated by this city.
He feeling some kind of way because, and the only thing I got to compare it to is Tennessee, because you're not gonna catch this type of smoke in other cities. Period. Maybe in New York, maybe in Dallas. But no, I wouldn't even say Dallas because Dallas, they got their blinders on. I would say maybe in New York, maybe in Buffalo, but I think Buffalo got blinders on now. So it's not too many markets that are known for like giving you the business when you suck.
Flat out. Like not many buildings got players talk all the time.
City in the world.
They talk about it all the time that when like that Philly media room, significantly more reporters in there than that Jags media room.
Absolutely.
Or that Tennessee meeting room. You feel what I'm saying? It's just that Chargers meeting room. It's a different energy here. Yeah. This is a football city.
Philadelphia is its own vibe, you know.
Exactly. And everybody is not built for it for the long haul.
Oh no.
Everybody not. You know, and I think AJ Brown has weathered the storm as much as he could. And I'm not even trying to put it on the city because I don't think the fans did anything wrong. I don't believe in fans running a guy out of town. I don't believe in that.
Nah,
I don't believe in that.
I agree 100%.
I don't believe in fans running a guy out of town. That's for lack of better terms, that's pussy shit to me. Like, what you mean the fans ran you out of town? What does that even mean? They ran you out of town. The reality is you work for an organization that you've been productive and you've had your best years with, regardless of things not going exactly the way you wanted it to go, because that's life.
And you made a lot of money.
You got your numbers still, regardless of how you think. You got your bag twice.
Got your bag.
Twice.
You got your chip.
You got your ring. You got your All Pros. You got your Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl. I'm trying to understand. I mean, he doesn't have the first team All Pros, but listen, the wide receiver position is deep in this modern NFL. It's a lot of talented guys. Just because a guy got first team All Pro, that don't mean he the best receiver.
Right.
It don't. It just means that maybe he had more numbers than you based off the situation. But look, Jackson Smith and Jigba, first team All Pro, led the league in all the categories, right? Do I think he's the best receiver in the league? No, I don't. But
he had a good year.
But the reality is, good years come and go, and who's been able to be consistent, through turmoil, through coaching turnover, through all those things. AJ Brown, you've been able to do that. You've been able to get your money off, get your production off in a run first offense. And I just think it's a situation where nobody ran you out of town, bro. Whatever went wrong for you with this organization, that's something you got to reconcile with, bro. Because again, this organization paid you. They treated you like a king, as far as I know.
Yeah.
I see AJ Brown jerseys all over this city. I've never met somebody in person that didn't like AJ Brown. It's internet stuff. I've never seen someone in person
Right.
that has something bad to say about AJ Brown. When I was watching games in the city, when I was back home watching games, I'm seeing AJ Brown jerseys around the room. I'm seeing people show love to AJ Brown. I'm seeing people saying AJ Brown the best receiver the Eagles ever had. I'm seeing the love in real life, not the internet. So I don't know if sometimes these players, when they see too many things going on online, it start messing with warping their reality.
Yeah.
But
the ego gets in the way.
But he's been the most productive Eagles receiver that we've seen in the amount of time he's been here, the most decorated since he's been here. Got the ring to boot, got the money. Howie Roseman doesn't want to trade him. He doesn't want you.
Brown has done everything we needed him to do.
Right. And the organization has done right by him.
A high value acquisition. Think about all the other big signings, all the other splash moves. Ultimately, when you look at all the other 31 teams, have any of or all of their moves, signings, all of the shuffling of the deck. How many of them did all of that and it resulted in a ring? That is the question. That is the question. Did you move? Did you shuffle somebody around at a key position? Did you have to fill a need again? Like, how many other teams had to do that and they filled the need and they made it to the ultimate end? There's not too many teams that did that. Howie can say he did that twice. He got one victory, but he did it twice. Technically, you could say 3 times because Nick Foles, wasn't nobody looking at that. But that's just a testament to Howie. You picked the right person with the right team at the right time. AJ Brown is no different. Because let's be real, Tennessee wasn't winning nothing when he was down there.
They came. They made it to an AFC championship. That was it.
That was it.
And every year in between has been first round exits.
They'd have been the same situation as Seattle. Same situation as Seattle. And speaking of which, ever since that damn Super Bowl, has anybody even mentioned Seattle? Talked about them? Have they been the lead in a story? Nothing. They didn't even have a pick. They didn't have a pick to what, the 3rd round?
Yeah,
like so, out of sight, out of mind.
Mm-hmm.
So I think about that because part of that is Philadelphia a fan base that just plain and simply ain't never gonna be happy. They'll be happy if we walking down Broad Street, walking back down to the art museum. They'll be happy about that. But in the meantime, not getting there is normal. Our window is still wide open. We in good shape. Everybody wants to throw us under the bus because AJ Brown is leaving. And still to this day, I have yet to see somebody on one of these shows, whether it's national, whether it's on YouTube, anywhere. I have yet to see somebody honestly talk about how bad the run game and the run blocking was last year. They still just say, hey, Jalen got to throw the ball across the middle. Kevin Patullo's gone out. The offensive scheme wasn't good enough. That they still going for the low-hanging fruit. And I'm like, y'all ain't watching tape. I'm telling you. You're not watching tape. So we got this situation. Some of the fans do anyways. They got it twisted. And you better untwist it. So, you know, even Tone, I was cracking up, bro. I saw a post where they had some B-roll footage of Makai Lemon running the drills, running the wide receiver drills, running the cones. You do the stair
Oh
step back
man,
and forth to the cones. They catch the ball.
why do I feel like I know where you're going with this?
Man, it's like, oh my God, did you see that number one receiver? Doesn't he look the part? I'm like, are y'all kidding me? You can't be serious. They running fucking drills, bro.
I saw
Drills.
They said something along the lines of, yeah, he just looks different doing it.
It just looked different. I'm like,
what? When I saw it, I watched it, right? I'm like, if anybody stood out, it was maybe the guy that slipped. But other than that, I'm like,
bro, we ran that with my 10-year-olds, man. They're doing basic drills. They're trying to get warmed up. No, he didn't look out of the ordinary. No, he didn't look all world.
It was just a drill. You can't judge anybody off of a drill.
Look how quick Makai Lemon looks. How quick does he look doing drills at half speed? Stop with it, man. That's frustrating.
That's where we are. It's
so frustrating.
Like people want to stoke that flame within.
Oh, that ain't stoking, bro. That's just a bag of gasoline, bro. That's all that is, man. That's a bag of gasoline, man. They throw it on the fire. That's all they're doing.
It's engagement. That's all it is. It's engagement farming. That's all it is. You want to post something to make fans react to your posts, to get them talking about anything, right? It's not even about the drill. It's about the fact that there's a clip of Makai Lemon in a helmet and shorts, and he's moving. He's on the field doing something. we gotta talk about it. It's just all it is. It's all about engagement, man.
It's always funny to me, man. It's always funny to me. So as far as I know, I'm the first one that made the comment about Markel Bell and his skinny ass legs. Now I done heard it 3 times a day. I made that comment last week. It's like, yo, he gonna have to get under that squat machine, bro, because them legs looking a little birdie, if you ask me. But the flip side of that is common sense will tell me that's not the first time he's heard that. He's been the same size since he got to since he went to the JUCO, transferred to University of Miami, and did what he did there. So he's been the same size. He didn't have them skinny legs all throughout his career, and it ain't stopped him yet. So, I say it in jest, but the reality is you don't get here if you can't block. You're not ranked the 4th best offensive lineman in all of the offensive linemen in the draft. I think that was his ranking. But you don't get to that level if you can't block. So he must be able to do something right.
You talking about Bell?
Yeah, Markel Bell.
Look, I mean, dog, like you said, he was drafted, what was that? 3rd round?
Yeah.
Look, all these players got physical quirks. They said Smitty.
Nobody's perfect.
They said Smitty would never last in this league. They told us Smitty would never last in this league. That's what they try to tell us.
Too small.
And
couldn't take the punishment.
If my memory serves me correctly, Smitty is entering what year? 5? 6?
Yeah.
Smitty is entering year 6. And in 5 seasons, he's missed a total of 5 games. He missed 1 in 2023 because they sat him.
Right.
And 2024. 1 because they sat him. And 3 because he actually got hurt with a concussion. Not even a soft tissue injury. Not even nothing like, oh, yeah, he hurt his shoulder. Nah, it was the Saints game. And he got cracked by, what was it, like a lineman? Like, it was somebody that cracked him like out of nowhere. I don't know if it was a late hit, whatever it is, but he got cracked in that Saints game. And he ate it, was sitting up, And they said, look, we gotta take up the game, man. Concussion. And he was just like, okay. But no ankle tweaks, no soft tissue injuries, no hamstring, knock on wood.
Right.
And it's because Smitty really takes care of his body. I don't know if you keep up with his separation series on YouTube. He drops like weekly workout vlogs.
I gotta check that out. I have not.
Yeah. He started doing them last offseason, but he drops weekly workout vlogs.
Okay.
Him just going through his routine offseason wise. And a lot of his routine consists is heavily consisting of mobility.
Yeah.
Mobility, flexibility, reinforcing. You know what I mean? Like when you watch him doing what he's doing, it kind of just seems like he's just reinforcing that copper wire, that steel. Because he's a wiry dude.
Yeah, very, very much so.
But he's dense. And he does everything slow, easy, and controlled. And he's been working out with the same people since he's been in the league. And
don't change it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, bro.
There was one person he was working with. It was all about mobility. This woman he was working with, and she had him doing some of these stretches and flexes that I've never seen before. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's trying to keep his body as limber as possible. Because when you're a receiver, you're contorting your body in all different kinds of ways. And he's making sure his body is prepared for every potential circumstance. I'm saying him doing the slightest workouts on his ankles, the slightest stuff on like the Achilles, just little minor things that, you do it enough, you're going to start sweating. He takes care of his body. So it's just like, you got a guy that's ready. You got a guy that's built for it tough.
And again, he's been hearing that since he got to Alabama. How's this kid at 150 pounds coming out of high school going to play in the SEC? How's he going to do that? So I understand what it takes to do that. I understand what it takes to get through them headaches when people doubt you. Like, don't forget, one of the guys I played with when I was with the Birds, Mark McMillan, was a 5'8" defensive back from Alabama. He even made the All-Madden team one year because he was just that good at 5'8". Obviously, he wasn't going, knock your helmet off if he made the tackle. Mm-hmm. But, to quote Prime, that's not what he gets paid to do. He gets paid to knock down them passes, and that's what he did and was good at it. So, don't shoot the messenger. Read the package so you can understand what the contents are that are inside the box so you can see what you're dealing with. And I'm very anxious to see what Smitty does when all the attention is on him. Because I think the most important receiver that we're going to have this year most likely is going to be Dontavian Wicks. Can you? I'm not expecting you to be A.J. Brown. There's only one A.J. Brown. We had him. We got the best out of him, and now he's gone. However, what I need for you to do is occupy that defense and let them know in no uncertain terms that you cannot ignore me.
Yes.
You got to put somebody over here on me. You better guard me. Y'all over there worried about Smitty. You better take care of what you got over here. Don't slip. That's what we need out of that X receiver this year. Because he's the X factor. Nobody knows what he's going to give you.
That's true. And look, the Eagles extended him. So, I mean, it's not a major extension, but they added another year on that contract.
So they committed to it.
So they committed to him having a role in his offense.
Right. I seen his drill tapes. Same as Mekhi Lemon. He coming off them cones really quick and looking good and looking fast, looking faster than I expected at his size.
Yeah.
That's what we need. But
and
is it going to translate on the field?
Yeah, and people say losing AJ, you sacrifice size at that X, and sure you sacrifice bulk, but Dontavian Wicks is not a small guy.
Not by a long shot.
If I'm correct, Dontavian Wicks is what, 6'2"?
I thought he was 6'3".
I'm sorry,
Really
he's 6'1", 206.
Okay,
6'1", 206, and AJ Brown 6'1", 226. So you sacrificing 20 pounds of muscle. That's not nothing. Don't get it twisted. AJ Brown is a physical specimen. That's not nothing, but Dontavian Wicks is not a small guy.
correct.
So you're right. You bring up a very good point. It's going to be really important for Dontavian Wicks to assert himself.
Yes, and he'll have every opportunity.
Yes, and it's also going to be important for Mekhi Lemon to show not necessarily why the Eagles made the right decision in moving on from AJ Brown. He needs to show why they made the right decision trading up to get him. And that's the thing I don't want people to get misconstrued. Mekhi Lemon has to come in and be a threat. I'm not even look, although I have expectations for him and I have hot takes for him, my bottom line expectation for Mekhi Lemon is to affect the game and be a threat. Like you said, you cannot ignore me. You do, you will get hurt. And I think he has the toolkit to be extremely dangerous in this modern NFL.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So, but cycling back to the original conversation in the beginning, we got to wait until they get on the field before we can see any type of stuff like this.
Exactly. And watching guys do cone drills ain't going to tell you much about a guy.
No, because we could very well get to the regular season and we could be face palming like, oh God, not again.
Mm-hmm.
Like we made the wrong choice here. So that possibility exists.
Yeah.
But then I got to look at Howie. I trust that you did your homework.
That part, because here's the thing. When they go into these drafts, they have plan A, plan B, plan C, so on and so forth, right? Okay, if I can't get this guy, who's the next guy on our board? We all know they wanted an offensive lineman in that first round. They wanted one of those top guys. They couldn't get to him. So you know what they did? They got who they believed to be the best wide receiver left on the board in Mekhi Lemon.
Yes.
And when Howie makes that move, and this goes back to the free agency, right? So follow me here. Howie spent the bulk of the offseason draft-proofing his roster and positioning his roster for every potential outcome that may arise from that draft. And particularly with the wide receiver position, he gave himself enough fish in the barrel to find out which one is going to be able to stand the test of time. You brought in Elijah Moore. You brought in Hollywood Brown. You brought in Dontavian Wicks. You drafted Mekhi Lemon. Those are talented players. Like, let's be real. Like, not even trying to spice anything. Those guys have shown that they can win in this league. Now, none of them have been 1,000-yard receivers except for Hollywood Brown, and that was once in his career. Once, and it was a low 1,000. But all these guys have shown that they can guarantee you between 600 to 900 yards receiving. That's not to be debated. So in my opinion, that's where they are production-wise. Mekhi Lemon, it all remains to be seen, but he didn't bring in guys we don't know, guys that haven't proven that they can be productive, guys that they're gambling. I don't think those are gamble signings.
The gamble, that's a great word.
They have been consistently what they are in this league.
Yes.
You look at Elijah Moore's numbers, consistent. You look at Hollywood Brown's numbers outside of the injury seasons, consistent. You look at Dontavian Wicks' numbers in his career, pretty consistent.
Yes.
So they've established what they are in this league. Can they elevate to something more with Devonta Smith playing next to him, with this young guy Mekhi Lemon in there? Because he's going to play. He's going to play. So who in Dontavian Wicks, they added another year to his contract, sending a message that this player isn't just a guy we traded for. You traded
Yes.
for him. You gave up assets and you gave up capital. That's an action. They believe his role. They believe he's going to have a real role in his offense. So then we get past that. We get past Smitty. We get past McCollum, and we get past Dontavion Wicks. Now we get to Elijah Moore, Hollywood Brown.
Elijah Moore, Hollywood
Darius
Brown,
Cooper.
Darius Cooper. Because I think Darius Cooper is in the mix.
So now, out of those three guys, who rises to the top? And that's the competition I'm really going to be watching. Hollywood Brown, Elijah Moore, Darius Cooper.
You cooking, bro. That's exactly what I'm talking about, man. That's the competition we need, and I think we are in a spot. And this is where I think Howie has done the best job of getting in talent, and the cream is going to rise to the crop. Or cream is going to rise to the top.
Correct.
So I'm not discounting Darius Cooper because I know what he looked like when he had his opportunity. I know Hollywood Brown is good, but I know Darius Cooper is
younger, fresh legs,
no injury, big body,
bigger body.
Yes,
he's probably Darius Cooper is arguably your most stout receiver outside of Johnny Wilson.
Absolutely
stout. Darius Cooper is like 6 feet 5'11", like solid 202. Let me double check this real quick.
Yeah, I believe he is like 215, 210 to 215.
Darius Cooper 5'11", 210. Solid.
There you go. Solid.
Not wiry. Solid. Now, Elijah Moore, 5'10", 178. More on the slight side, right?
How old is Elijah Moore?
26. That's another thing, too. All these guys are young and, technically in their primes. I'm looking at Elijah Moore's production now. Elijah Moore been in this league. He's entering year 6.
So who's the oldest in the wide receiver room right now? Smitty?
That's a good question.
Technically it would be Dallas.
It might be Hollywood Brown, honestly.
Yeah. Dallas. If you're going to count the tight ends, it would be Dallas, I would think.
Dallas is 30, Hollywood Brown is 28. Marquise Brown is 28.
About to be 31, isn't he?
I think he is 31.
Yeah. So, but to your point, we still have young vets at the wide receiver position.
Yeah, Hollywood the oldest at 28, Smitty 27, Elijah Moore 26, and Dontavion Wicks is 24.
Okay.
Darius Cooper is 24 as well.
He's not for nothing, man. We got depending on, and this is where you got to look at Sean Mannion. Are we gonna be flipping packages like defense does? Like defense gets running on that defensive line, and you always got fresh legs in there that can be hell on the quarterback. Are we going to be doing the same thing on defense?
Mm-hmm.
So we still have that we still solving for X because we don't know what Mannion's going to bring to the table. I am trusting that he is as smart as we think he is.
Listen, when he got hired, we saw the difference between when Mannion got hired versus Kevin Patullo. We saw the difference. Now, take with that what you will, but when Kevin got hired, Jalen said, and I'm paraphrasing, he's stepping into a role he's never had before. So we'll see how it goes.
Right.
When Mannion got hired, it's fresh. It's exciting.
I forgot about that. I forgot Jalen said that.
Remember,
we had to read between the lines on that one.
My man OJ Spivey, shout out to OJ Spivey, one of the best reporters in the city for the Philadelphia Tribune. Covers the Philadelphia Eagles in those locker rooms. He referenced that interview. He said, Jalen told us that we should be concerned about this brother. He told us. And some of us ignored him.
That's an indictment on Sirianni right there. Because that was his boy.
He straight up said
That was his boy.
You know, it's a role he's never had before. So
Sirianni's 0 for 2.
But Mannion, he never had this role before. You didn't see Hurts.
Yeah.
There was, in my opinion, I didn't sense apprehension from Jalen Hurts when the Mannion hire happened.
Right.
I saw optimism, not apprehension.
I think you're right. I'm not going to try to explain it away and make it more complicated than it actually is. He knows. I totally forgot about that comment. And you got to talk in code sometimes, so you're not trying to throw anybody under the bus. Was I talking to you when I made that comment about AJ Brown, when I said maybe the rift between AJ and Jalen was because Jalen had to play soldier for Patullo. AJ was right. The passing game needed some help. AJ was right, but if you remember, Jalen was always like, yeah, this is what it looks like. It's not going to be pretty all the time. This is, as long as we win, and I don't care. I'm not caring about stats, and I'm not caring about. So I don't know. Maybe Jalen was playing soldier and covering up, trying to take it on the chin, trying to be QB1 to take all the attacks and the criticism to keep that smoke off of Patullo. I don't know.
Listen to this. I found the old quote here. And this article was written by Dave Zingaro. January 13th, 2026. So, oh wait, no, this is from this year. Excuse me. I need to find the 2025 quote. So, here we go. Found it. So, he said, quote, he's had a different role. It's hard to compare. His job would demand something totally different of him. I have a lot of confidence in him and what he's shown. But over the years, I've learned that's out of my jurisdiction. He tried to clean it up.
He did.
He tried to clean it up, but then he made it clear that wasn't a decision I would make.
Yes.
That's how I took that.
Yes. 100%. 100%. Because it's too easy. It's too easy these days to be positive.
Too easy.
It's too easy to say what it is than to make it plain. And it is so telling these days when everybody tries to be cryptic. You don't have to be cryptic. It's very easy to tell the truth. It is very plain and very easy to make it plain and say what it is. But nobody wants to do that.
He said more about why people should be apprehensive rather than why they should be optimistic.
Right.
He's had a different role. He's never been. It's hard to compare. His job would demand something totally different of him.
Right. You know what that sounded like?
I have a lot of confidence in him.
You know what that sounded like?
But I've learned that's not my call.
Do you remember when WIP talked to Mike Leach after we drafted Nelson Aguilar?
No, I don't remember that. Put me on.
Bruh, you got to look up that interview. They called Leach because they wanted to talk him up. That's your guy. Talk him up. We took him. We picked him early. And
was Leach the coach of USC at the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was so surprised that we took him. And he talked around it so bad. It was not a good look. And immediately folks knew, like, oh shit, his own coach ain't even backing him. You gotta look that one up, dude. It is hilarious. Because clearly the people, the folks on WIP were expecting him to, hey, this guy's a dog. He's gonna go out there and give you what even the coach speak wasn't right. Because coach speak is the fallback. If you ain't got nothing good to say, most coaches can talk for a half an hour and not say a damn thing.
He works hard, or all that ancillary stuff. Good locker room guy.
At the end of that interview, the end of that conversation, there was no misunderstanding. his own coach didn't understand why he got drafted so high and why we picked him where we picked him. His own coach, you got to listen to that, bro. It is hilarious. But I'm saying all that to say that's what it sounded like when the way you explained it, that's what Jalen sounded like. He sounded like the coach on the radio, like, yeah, he was pretty good for me for a season, and like talking around the point, like, why the hell would y'all draft him as high as you did? It's too easy to just be positive, make it plain, make you a little statement, and keep it moving. It's too easy to do that. And nowadays with social media, when you can run everything back, everybody got receipts, and you can get people to read sign language and look at attitudes, read your eyebrows, is your body language right? You got all of these other sciences to read somebody's face, and you can't figure that out.
Listen to this. They asked Jalen Hurts about Sean Mannion, right? And this was when he was like, I think he was promoting his book for the kids.
Yeah.
His words were, I'm make sure I got this right here. I don't want to misquote him. Because Zack Baun was talking to him about it. He said, quote, "He's amazing. I'm excited for what's to come. Obviously, things have been limited given the timing of everything." Give me a second here. Yeah, he says, obviously things have been limited given the timing of everything. But they've been in communication. But think about the words he's using. Think about the words he's using. He's amazing. I'm excited for what's to come. You see how simple that was to keep it plain? Jalen never lets you in on how he's feeling about something. He doesn't. He doesn't tell you how he feels about something. He said, he's amazing. I'm excited for what's to come. Meanwhile, for Kevin Patullo, he's never done it before. This is going to call for something different from him.
Yeah.
You know, I've learned those decisions are out of my jurisdiction. What? You spent 4 years with the guy, which means he knows more about him than we do.
Yes. It's too easy to figure out when people don't make it plain. There's no reason in this day and age when you get asked a question that you cannot make it plain, you cannot make it simple. If it's a yes-no question, give a yes-no answer. Like, it's too easy to do that, and more people don't do it now, and they out themselves. They out themselves. So I'm with you 100% on that, man. It's like we said it about AJ Brown. It'd have been too easy for AJ Brown to come out and say, "Listen, man, I love Philly. I don't know where this is coming from, blah, blah, blah." He could have made it up. He could have been lying to us, but it'd have been too easy to quell all of the talk.
Exactly. All these players can easily hop on anybody's stream. They live, they stream every damn thing else. They play games, they stream all that kind of stuff. It's easy. Like these players know how to control their own narrative easily.
Yes.
We've seen players hop on these lives and just be like, yo, I don't know what they talking about. Like media just spinning stuff. I don't know what they talking about. AJ was quiet. They didn't say a word. You know what I'm saying? You saw how Jalen Brown hopped on stream immediately after getting smoked. But my point is, these players know how to find a microphone when they want it.
Absolutely.
And they know how to keep it playing when they want to.
Absolutely, man. Jalen Brown, bro. Jalen.
Yeah, that was he went out. I ain't gonna lie, he went outside.
He did, man. He went out like a chump.
And I like Jalen Brown, actually.
I do too. But he went out like a sucker.
He went outside.
Don't complain. Don't bitch and moan after the loss.
You blew a 3-1 lead. I can't. That's a different thing, bro.
Perkins was 100% right, man. He was like, I don't know what the hell you talking about. Y'all had a 3-1 lead, bro, at home. What's the problem?
With Tatum. Y'all had 3-1, and y'all had 2 games with Tatum to get it right.
He couldn't do it.
I can't respect it.
Couldn't do it.
Like I said, I respect him as a person, but I can't respect that position.
And thank you for the super chat, man. Training camp will be good. Yes, defense going to test this new offense. Vic will get Sean and QB1 ready Iron sharpens iron. Absolutely, bro.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I can't wait till camp starts, man, because we're gonna see a lot of. I'm looking forward to what we are going to see different, because everybody's going to be trying to point it out. So again, it's going to be obvious when it looks different. I heard him talking today. I listened to Zangaro and Rube today, and one thing Zangaro said, and I didn't even think about it like this. He was like, "It's just weird not having Stoutland on the field." I was like, "Woof, woof." But again, Cooper, I think, in my opinion, Cooper going to be fine because the bar is so low based on what happened last year. And plus, your nucleus still exists. You still got Mailata, you still got Dickerson, you still got Jurgens, and you still got Lane Johnson.
Yeah, you're not tasking him with coming here to rebuild an entire offensive line.
Correct.
Which is a big deal. The job is halfway done.
Yes.
He just got to come in and coach up these young guys and have them watch the OG's habits.
Man, all we got to do is just be a decent run blocking team. That's it. That's it.
And after all this, haven't really talked about Saquon Barkley much.
We don't need to. Saquon gonna be fine. Saquon gonna get at least 1,300 yards next year.
I think
at least.
Again, that's the thing about this offense. Just like it's so easy to just like forget certain guys are in the building because they just keep it low.
Yep.
But even with losing AJ Brown, you still got to deal with Saquon. You still got to deal with Smitty. You still got to deal with Dallas Goedert, Jalen Hurts. You still got to deal with these new young guys coming in that don't know what they don't know, and they ready to just kill. Like, there's some guys on this team, vet-wise, on that offense in the receiver room. Like they played in this league before. They know how it goes. Mekhi Lemon is insulated very well with some guys who know the tricks of the trade. Mekhi Bell insulated with some guys who know the trick of the trade. Other offensive linemen they drafted. Michael Morris. You feel me? So we'll see how things go. We'll see how things go. But I'm optimistic about this offense. I think Smitty is going to have a phenomenal year, man.
I think so too, because we're gonna have to really, really look at the analytics and the tape, like going into week 6 and 7, because nobody knows what Mannion is going to do. Everybody's going to go back and they're going to watch film on Green Bay and try to reverse engineer it, which is what I would do as well. But you don't know how things are going to get switched up. You don't know how things it'll just be chaos until we understand what they're trying to do, what the logic is that anchors the offense. We got to understand what the logic is. Are you trying to open up the middle? Are you trying to flood the middle? Are you trying to go through the middle to get people off their spots? Like, what are you trying to do? What's the purpose of it?
Well, their personnel decisions are showing you they want to open up the middle of this field. Yep. And people have always fallen back on the notion that Jalen Hurts doesn't want to throw the middle of the field. But the reality is, I don't think their pass concepts even allow for that to happen. I feel like I feel like their passing offense was so top heavy in terms of where the production came from. They didn't believe they needed to be creative with AJ Brown and Smitty because they were so good.
Right.
They didn't believe they needed to be. But talent gets you but so far, and Jalen always spoke about it. Talent gets us but so far. It seemed like Jalen low-key been telling us for years that we are too reliant on talent. We need to actually think our way through this.
Yes.
He's been saying that. And I hate when people use this coded language like he doesn't understand or can't comprehend complicated concepts. That's how they talk about him. That's how these people, that's how these unmelanated people talk with their suit and ties. They speak about Jalen Hurts as if he just a numbskull back there.
Right.
As if he's just a crash test dummy. He's just a battling ram. I hate the coded language when it comes to brothers that play this position. I hate it.
Yeah. And it's unnecessary. What you hiding for? Let's put it out there. Let's figure out what it's going to be. It goes back to the ego thing. Now you talked about the ego of the guys in the building with the Eagles. Howie Roseman got an ego. He don't want people to think he's wrong.
Yeah.
So
is there anybody you're excited to see? I know we spoke about submitting these wide receivers, but is there any body that you're excited to see? It could be a young player, OG coming back for another season. Is there anybody, any one or two players that you're genuinely just really excited to see play football this year?
honestly, I want to see a little bit more of Trot Jr. I want to see Trot Jr. and I want to see Hod.
Yeah.
Who's going to take over for Nakobe Dean?
That's a big
Nakobe
deal.
Dean was playing lights out last year. He was all over the place.
And I don't think Jahai Campbell played. I'm sorry. I don't think Jeremiah Trotter Jr. played himself out of that opportunity either.
No.
I just believe that Jahai Campbell had the leg on because he's a first-round pick. The measurables, the athleticism, just the traits. You got to get him on the field.
Yeah.
And Jahai played well. Don't get me wrong, but he had his moments where he looked like a rookie. But he also had moments where he looked phenomenal. But that's what you expect in the rookie season. So you monitor those expectations. But Jeremiah Trotter Jr., I don't think he did anything not to. I'll put you this way: the entire time Trotter Jr.'s stock was rising that offseason. Yes. I don't think it stopped or plateaued. I feel like it was rising, but Jahai Campbell had the angle on him.
Agreed. And now you're talking about a local kid that played well, and now he's got a year under his belt. Now he understands what Vic Fangio expects of him. Mm-hmm. Now he understands where his place is on the field. He can only get better. So the only thing we need from him is for him to stay healthy. That's it.
And if he don't, I'll be honest, I feel comfortable with Charlie Jr. coming in and holding it down for however many games. I do.
Yeah.
I think Charlie Jr. is an intelligent player. I feel like he knows exactly what he is. He knows how to do his job.
Mm-hmm.
I hardly ever see him out of position.
Work smarter, not harder.
And sometimes you got guys that are so talented, they are so gifted, they feel like every position is their position. They feel like they're never out of position. They feel like they can make the play from anywhere.
Yeah.
Trotter's like, nah, I'm supposed to be here, and this is where I'm going to be. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think that's those two good picks, Trotter Jr. and Jahai Campbell. I'm going to be curious to see how that, because Fangio, he don't care where you was drafted, who's playing better.
Correct.
He don't care, and that's the one thing I love. That's the one thing I love about this DC we got. He don't care who make more money. He don't care where you was drafted. Who's playing better? Who's doing what I need them to do?
Yeah.
Who's understanding what I'm asking of them in the classroom? Who's healthy? Who's taking care of their body? Whose habits are mirroring my expectations? We're going to see. And I don't think Jahai Campbell should just feel like it's automatically his spot either. I hope he doesn't think that way.
Correct. Nah, you're 100% right there, bro. Yeah. Play your game. Do what you did to get there. And just play your game. Play it under the umbrella of this is where we want you to be. This is where we want you. This is what we want you to do. Don't go rogue.
Yeah. Yeah.
That happens more than people realize. Don't go rogue. So you got to get that ingrained into his head. When he's on, he's on. When he's on, he's on. Trot Jr. reminds me of how Nolan Smith was. Everybody was expecting the big breakout and just never happened. But every now and then, that kid would do something that was just incredible. And that's what you got to remember. To your point, he's still a rook, still going to make mistakes. Expect the mistakes and just go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm excited to see, and we could start to close here. I'll end it with this. I'm excited to see Tyler Steen this year. I think this is a big year for Tyler Steen.
Yeah, it is.
Because
we got to see what his potential is.
Because Steen, if I'm not mistaken, he's entering year 4. Yeah, he's entering year 4, contract year. Played all 17 games last year, so he was healthy. Had his moments where he was solid, had moments that he could take back. But that was his first year being the full-fledged starter.
Right.
And I don't think he was bad, but I don't think he was great either. So year 4, you're another year stronger, another year wiser. You're coming off of your first year starting. You got all that quote unquote inexperience off of you. Because this is the most he's ever started in his career. Rookie year only started 1 game. His second season only started 2 games. You could add a third game if you want to include that playoff game against Washington in the NFC Championship. But 2025, the most consistent he's been a starter and he's been healthy. So Tyler Steen, you lost your job to Mekhi Becton. All right.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Right. And they gave you you got the job in 2025 because there was just nobody on the roster that was better than you.
Right.
Or that could push you. Now, I know they're young players, but you got guys like a Holland Pierce, a Markel Bell, a Michael Morris. You got guys who are big dudes, athletic. These young guys are going to push you. I still think he wins the job just based off experience. But Tyler Steen, I'm looking for him to take that next step.
What's the next step for him? And why hasn't he had the opportunity to do it before?
Well, I think for him, this last year was his biggest opportunity. He started all 17 games, and I think for him, it's about getting stronger. I think it's really about getting stronger. I think he's a smart player. I think he knows what he's supposed to do, but sometimes he gets overpowered. And Tyler Steen, let me make sure I got this right here. He's 6'6", 321. You look at these other guys they brought in.
We got a big line, bro.
Bell is what? 6'9"?
Yep. Cam Jurgens is going to be the shortest person on the line.
Markel Bell is 6'9", 346. Got you about 3 inches and got you about 25 pounds. If that young man can get, if they can, because you know they're gonna try it. You know they're gonna try it.
Absolutely, and they should.
They're gonna try Markel at guard. Watch.
And I ain't mad at that.
And if he's playing as well as Steen, just as well, don't even gotta be better. If you're playing as well as Steen, and if they're willing to gamble with the startup costs of a young player at right guard with that size, their mindset is being that big, he'll feel his way through it.
We're gonna get something good out of him.
He'll feel his way through it. We'll gamble with that. So
Well,
Tyler Steen,
say, I'm leaving with something.
So Tyler Steen better make sure there is a large enough gap between him and Markel Bell.
Yes.
He better make sure because if the gap is minuscule, if it's slight, I can see the Eagles going with Markel Bell at right guard if he can hack it.
Yep. I agree with you 100%, man.
6'9", 346 at guard?
Bro.
They're going to try him there. We'll see. Other than that, make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Pro Fan Talk. Coach Marcus, like I always say, great at what he does, man. Great at what he does. Content is always flowing on that side. Smash the like button. Subscribe to Pro Fan Talk. Make sure you guys are hitting the hype button for the live stream.
Hype it up.
Make sure you guys are smashing that like button and are subscribed to Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge us the game. The vibes are always high, man. Any final words, Coach?
Nah, man. We just another day closer to June 1st.
Another day closer to June 1st.
Finality approaches.
And it's straight like that. He's Coach Marcus. I'm your guy, Tony. It's just a second. You guys have been locked in on the Bald Eagles podcast. Flags fly, y'all.
Go Birds.
In the city of Philly, where the birds take flight, Eagle swag on the rise each and every night. Tone and Marcus got the scoop ready to ignite. From the lanes of South Street to the Moore Street lights, dashing like a running back, hitting every play. Flying guys in the zone, never led astray. Talking touchdowns, talking game day. Huddle around the mic, hear what they gotta say. I like an eagle soaring in the sky. Tone and Marcus always